Happiness is not an asset that you can purchase and own it forever, nor it is a place of destination. You believe in others thinking your friends, your spouse, or your family will make you happy. Though they do, it is transitory. Happiness isn't an outer expression, rather it is an inner feeling. Happiness depends upon yourself. Money, fame, property, and expensive stuffs doesn't make a person happy. The more you have, the more you want. It is never going to stop you from wanting more than being satisfied with your necessities. And it is the common contagious disease of the most of the creatures on this planet. The truth is, it is not how much you own, rather how much you enjoy leads to one's happiness in life. The greatest obstacle to happiness is comparing your life with others' status of life. Comparison is a toxic energy which makes you run out from your happiness, joy, and peace. Let me tell you, happiness rests within your heart, and it is your lone responsibility to take care of it. We tend to forget that happiness doesn't come as a result of getting something we don't have, but rather of recognizing and appreciating what we do have. Every person on this earth is given 1,440 minutes equally in a day, and all it matters is how are you going to utilize it for your best. For if you have $1,440 in your hand, and if you happen to lose $1, you aren't going to throw away rest of the money aside and walk barehanded. Similarly, one bad event of the day cannot determine the blossoming days of your life. The one bad event might be your depression, addictions, broken relationships, anxiety, failure, and pain. Remember, happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your reaction towards life. You are given the nurturing power of happiness amid this bad event to overcome. You are to find yourself the alternative energy, the energy that subdues, the power that utterly defeats the bad event of the day so as to experience happiness, the blossoming days of your life. You have to own your happiness. Let me tell you, learn to enjoy every minute of your life. Be happy now. Don't wait for something outside of yourself to make you happy in the future. Think how really precious is the time you have to spend, whether it's at work or with your family. Every minute should be enjoyed and savored. Often the door of happiness is being shut in most of the lives, and it is because most of you sustain in your traumatic heart, like the trauma of the body, without knowing its consequences, and it becomes hidden deeply inside your heart. There are some wounds that won't appear on the body but are more deeper and hurtful than anything that bleeds. And sometimes, though knowing you are traumatized inside, you fail to give the necessary treatment to it. And at such times, the uncared, untreated heart lives oblivious life of happiness. Remember, if plant has to grow stronger and remain young, it must be pruned. So does the life. If you want happiness, you have to prune the traumatized heart. And in fact, only healed heart would realize that you are having great happiness. Don't keep any secrets. Secrets are hindrance to happiness. It enslaves the human mind, and later it gets hard to emancipate yourselves from the mental slavery. Enslaved mind of secrets are like the dark clouds which bring humidity of uneasiness within yourself, whereas the free minds are like the torrential rain which fills your life with overwhelming happiness and joy. Always remember, free mind has freedom of expression, and an act of expression is the outcome of happiness. Happiness becomes meaningful and comes to life only when it is selflessly shared with others. Real happiness is not of temporary enjoyment, but it is so interwoven with the future that it blesses all. Happiness is never to be considered as a goal of achievement, rather as a byproduct, channeling towards all who are seeking for it. But again, it's not something that you can demand from life. And if you are unhappy, you have to better stop worrying about it and see what treasures you can pluck from your own brand of unhappiness. Always remember, there is no greater happiness in life when you learn to value others as you value yourself, which means fight for others' happiness as you fight for your own happiness.